Preseason football, Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, LA. Darrell Henderson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 18. Back to throw, Newton. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Demir Bird, 82 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. That'll be caught by Cup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. 1st down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, LA. Robert Woods. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats Pats at the line, ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he didn't make it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Henderson, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Van Jefferson.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Demir Bird, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Complete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Now the 2nd-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England.
Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Not much there, only a yard. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff airing it out deep for Wolf. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The first carry for the North Texas man, it's Jeff Wilson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7 our score. Wilson with a first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards 1. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henderson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Henderson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson, and he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 24. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he's got the 1st, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the red zone now, Goff. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half. It's coming up later this weekend. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Steps away to his left. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
22-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton on the left side, a catch by White. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Newton on 1st down.
And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Newton going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of the coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Newton. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The safety Patrick Chung is the one who makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots.
But I guess when you look back,
God, these niggas gonna be the death of me, dog.
Popped a big one like that, and you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the 1st half, but there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house.
Dog, I keep turning this hoe over.
That got done.
Fields it in the middle
Just
of the
keep
end
turning that
zone.
over.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
I just keep turning that hoe over, bro. On that screen, bro, look, my button switched, bro.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams
It's supposed to be circle, bro.
And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
And now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
39-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Now a run with Henderson. And some space here. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And he puts it through.
That will tie the game. 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Newton to throw. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down. That's exactly what he did.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to score on a field return. Touchdown, LA. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up.
Hey, they gave me one back.
Walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And his kick is good. Back now here on EA Sports. For the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that was a little far. That was a little far.
Final play of the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone.
Yeah, Cam Newton. Yeah. I understand, Jared Goff.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
This is it. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And nearly
Oh, Jalen Ramsey, come on,
to see a
bro.
defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
By Jalen Ramsey.
Throwing again. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded just inside the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10. At the 38.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Wilson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Edelman set to return. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. Out of the gun, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird.
Newton's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Newton able to get this to his running back White.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Again, it's Henderson.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Goff now to throw. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a first down. Clock's under a minute, still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
On first down, Henderson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They run once more with Henderson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Rams, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.